really what you think?
Do you really know what she did?
Why does that even matter? She didn't try to ruin your career, right?
I mean, we can't dismiss whatever happened, but still, it has to stop, man.
So, a few of us talked collectively about how to handle situations like this. We've been doing it since the beginning. And so far, we haven't come up with any really good ideas. Even the restorative justice, you know, they came back with a report and said they don't know how to handle these things. Well, I know how to handle it. And I hate to do what I'm about to do. And it grieves me, because that's a brother. And Eva is a sister. And Dorsey is a sister. And it grieves me. The way I think these things should be dealt with is we should shun these people.
Including the victim?
No. Well, it depends. Is the victim truly a victim?
The restorative justice is so
I'm not addressing that right now. I'm addressing this right here. This is all I'm addressing right here. Because this is all I have in front of me. This is all I have in front of me.
He's not disputing the person.
If I shun that individual, it'll be for whatever they did, not for what this individual did. But I don't know any other way to deal with it, because we don't have authority. We don't have a role to call, a role to kick people off of. But I can find it in my own power, and we can each find it in our own power to when these things come up and they are identified, it's a non-entity for a while. I don't know any other way to deal with it. It's a non-entity there for a while. I don't know any other way to deal with it. Because the actions taken are deeply offensive to me. Regardless of the sex of the individual, or the ethnicity or race of the individual, the actions taken offend me. I'm offended. So, I don't know how long I'll hold this band in my own heart and head. I don't know how long each of you, or if you will, whatever you choose to do is up to you. But that's how I'm going to deal with it. Jane.
I have a question for Michael. Given the fact that Jason just said he did this in anger and he would do it again, how can we have a temporary ban if he is actually saying that he's not going to stop this behavior? I find that extremely upsetting.
For me, I haven't put a time on it. I haven't put a time on it. Usually when my dog offends me, I don't give it any attention until it doesn't offend me anymore.
Jason's not a dog.
That's true. But it's very offensive behavior. And I don't know how else to deal with it. Does anyone else have any ideas?
Can we restrict the social media? Do we even have that power to even do? I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, that's a page that he created. It's not mine. It's not ours. But I cannot participate in that social media. That's something I can do. Darlene.
But what about our official Occupy Nashville you know, like how some of us access our media through posting, and
has it ever been misused?
We can Twitter Facebook and post to the website? I mean, because obviously your private group is your private group. But I feel like the actions that you've taken administering your own social media are so egregious that you don't, I don't trust you to have access to our social media right now.
I don't trust you to show up for meetings, but you do when you have something like this to say.
I'm sorry?
I don't trust you to show up for all our general assemblies, but you do when you have an attack to give.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear this.
I've had
He said
social
he
media
said he
for almost
doesn't
a
trust
year,
her.
and it's never been
That's the only
mentioned.
I think that's kind of irrelevant, actually. I know all of us miss meetings from time to time. But the subject is, I mean, is it okay to blatantly attack someone, a part of our group, or even a former part of our group online? Is that okay? And I think the general consensus here is, no, it's not okay. And I think the general consensus here for a very long time has been, no, that's not okay. I remember we tried to pass a rule, you know? Of course,
And no one knows the other
there's
side
no
of
way
the
to
coin
enforce
either.
it.
No one knows what, Jason?
I said no one knows the other side of the coin either. That's the bad part. No one knows what caused it.
Because we didn't see it on an Occupy site.
It was via Facebook as well. If you were on her friends list, you would have seen it just as well.
I don't think I've been kicked off the friends list, but I haven't seen it. But I mean, I didn't see this thing either. I mean, I didn't see this thing either. So,
However, I'm here to talk about it, and she's not.
But Jason, do you think that that's a fair assessment of Eva's absence? To say that she could be here and be having this conversation when clearly those of us who are here, many of us, we're very uncomfortable being here, and we don't have a fake Tumblr and a fake Twitter account set up harassing us and endangering our employment. I think Eva definitely should not be here. It is not safe for her to be here, Jason. And it's not fair for you to use that as a reason that we shouldn't be having this conversation, that she's not here.
I would point out there may be some other reasons that Eva's not here.
There may
Some
be.
personal reasons that don't have anything to do with Jason. But even
She actually she wanted to be here tonight.
And
But
I wanted to go a little farther and say that in fact, I wasn't quite finished, that in fact, him knowing that she won't be here exacerbates or makes worse the deed done. In my opinion, attacking someone who's not going to be around to defend themselves makes it even worse.
She's been victimized. She's already the victim here.
I want to hear.
Eva wanted to make it tonight, but I don't feel comfortable with the cameras. Sorry. Eva wanted to make it tonight, but Eva did not feel that she was quite ready to be in this environment. I mean, it's very difficult for lots of people who've been really traumatized. I mean, did you ever read To Kill a Mockingbird? So you know when Atticus Finch talked about you don't know a man till you walk, or a woman, okay, till you walk a mile in his or her shoes. How would you feel if that happened to you? Would you just be like, okay, I'm gonna go hang out with my buddies on the plaza? That's not rhetorical. Too long.
8 months. 8 months. October 6th.
How's it going?